Hey, how's it going? This is Rob from Justin's Toys, and today I'm going to show you how to make the Zig Zag Fishtail. This is a really easy design. It only requires 3 pegs. I'll show you how to do it on the Rainbow Loom in this tutorial, but it's very easy to understand how to do it on the monster tail, and I'll show you which 3 pegs to use. Okay. A lot of people might say that this is the frilly braid, but because I knew that that was going to happen, I have my design right here, which is a zigzag fishtail, and I have the frilly braid right here, which is made by Tutorials by A, and you can click that tutorial right here. So, as you can see, there's a clear difference. This is wider, it tends to lay flat, and it can also, like the triple fishtail, be worn this way, which is pretty cool because it flattens out. Okay? So, without wasting your time any further, let's get started. Okay, so the easiest way to set up your loom is with 3 bar pins, a large base, and a small base. So first thing you want to grab is your bar pin. Have it facing in the direction that you write with. So I'm right-handed, so this arrow is pointing towards the right. And you want to place this as far to the left of that large base as possible in that center row. So then push down, then you want to grab your next bar pin and also have it facing in the direction that you write with. But instead of bringing it all the way to the left of this large base, you're going to push it 1 slot over. So it is no longer aligned. It is offset, creating this diagonal. Okay. Then you're going to grab your last bar pin and also bring it 1 slot over so it's offset, just like that. Push down and further secure it, and then use your small base to secure the other end. I usually put it as far as possible. Okay, and that is the complete setup of your loom. We are actually going to be using these 3 pegs right here. 1, 2, 3. And this design can also be made on the monster tail. And as you can see, this is an example of how it is being looped on these 3 pegs. Okay? So you can still use this tutorial, but instead of these 3 pegs, just use either these 3, basically any 3 outer pegs. It would be the same exact thing. So for this tutorial, I'll be making this exact bracelet, which is just rainbow. And first thing I'm gonna do is grab the first color of my rainbow, which is red. Okay, so I'm grabbing my red and I'm triple capping it. And the best way of triple capping it is grabbing your hook, having it face forward, going in front of that band, and I'm touching my skin right now. I'm gonna continue to touch my skin, rotate this forward, bring it back while I'm touching my skin with the hook, and bring it through that loop, and then this one, we're gonna bring it back down instead of up while I'm touching my skin, get inside that loop, okay, and then push it through, and that's gonna create the perfect triple capped band. And now what I want to do is take this triple cap band, place it on this center peg. So I'm just gonna hold my hook forward and apply it just like that. Okay? Okay, so now I'm gonna grab the next band on my rainbow, which is pink. Okay? And the trick to this bracelet really is the way that you twist the bands and apply them onto the loom. You have to make sure that every band that you apply is twisted, but twisted in the right direction. So the easiest way to apply the bands is to hold them just like this, put it over that center peg, and then rotate it forward. So if you did it right, the top band is the one that's going to be pointing towards the outside of the loom, diagonally forward and to the outside. So as you can see, this top band is pointing diagonally forward to the right, and at this point you can bring up that triple cap band up and over to the center, just like that. So you want to push down and you want to grab your next band, and then rainbow, which is orange for me. And now we're going to use this band and connect these two pegs, but again we're going to twist it, but we're twisting it so that it's also going diagonally to the outside. So as you can see, the top band is now pointing towards the left and going forward. Okay, now for looping, you want two bands to be on this peg, one band to be on this peg, and two bands to be on this peg. And if you have any more than that, that means you just have to bring up the difference. So as you can see, 2, 1, there's 2 here, which means I have to bring 1 up. And then 2 here, there's only 1, so we're fine. We'll just push down. And now we have to grab our next band in our rainbow sequence, which is gonna be neon orange. And now we're connecting these two pegs. So you put it on, and then you twist forward, just like that. Again, it's 2, 1, 2. Since there's 2 on this center, I want to bring that down to 1, and push down, grab my next band, and again, apply it starting from the center, and then twist forward. Okay, 2, 1, 2. There's 2 over here, so bring this up. Again, just like any fishtail, we want to make sure that the order is always accurate. Eventually you'll see this bracelet build back here, and you want to continue this process. It just gets a little different. I'm grabbing my next band. Right here, rotating forward, creating that 8, bring up 1 here. At this point, you can see over here there's 3 bands, and it was 2, 1, 2, so since it's 3, you want to bring that down to 2 and bring that up. Okay, and grab your next band right here, rotate forward. And this has 3, only needs to have 2, so bring that up. And this one only needs to have 1, has 2, so bring this up. So 2, 1, 2. And grab your next color. Now it's on the right. Rotating that forward. 2, 1, 2. So that's 1. There's 3 here, so we're bringing 1 up. Push down, and you're basically gonna repeat this sequence over and over until you see the bracelet form to your desired length. Okay, make sure you twist every single band that you're applying because it does make a difference. Okay, so I'm just going to continue this for, I'd say, another 10 bands or so that you can get used to the routine. Okay, so I'm going to stop here, and as you can see, the pattern is forming right here. This is that triple cap band that we're going to end up clipping later on. But you can see the zigzag pattern in the center forming. Okay, so I'm just going to fade out and come right back when I'm at the end of this bracelet and we're ready for clipping. Okay, so we're getting towards the end. So grab one, twist it, bring up one on the center, and one on the left, push down, and this is gonna be my last one. Grab it, put it on top, bring the center up, and bring one up on the right. And at this point I'm gonna clip it, and the easiest way to do that is right here on the right. I'm still gonna bring up that bottom band up and over, and then these two right here I'm gonna pull off and put on top of this peg. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my hook pointing towards the bottom, pull that off while I'm holding on to the bracelet underneath. I'm just gonna pull it over and use that bottom corner of that peg to pull these up and over. And now I want to go in front of all of these bands right here, these two bands that I just put on, and I just want to grab that fuchsia from inside those other two bands, pull it off and bring it up and over to the other end of the same band or that peg. And now I just want to grab a C-clip and clip those two fuchsias. So I'm just going to go in about halfway, clip those two and pull it off. Tug on it a little bit just to straighten it out. Okay, once it's straightened out, take this C-clip, wrap this bracelet around, and we're gonna find that triple capped band that we started with, which is this red. I'm just gonna take my hook and get into those three ends, and then apply it back onto one of these pegs, which would make it easier. Okay, and then wrap this around straight, not like this. Straight, grab this C-clip, and then clip this other end, just like that, and then pull it off, and there you have it. That is the completed Zig Zag Fishtail. Okay, I hope you enjoy this tutorial. This is Rob from Justin's Toys, and like this video if it helped. Happy looming!